everyone. Today is May 29th, 2021, and I'm giving you a garden tour. These are some flowers that Joe and Penny got us. This is our blackberry and raspberry bushes. Over here is our tomato beds. And down this side, we have our cherry tomatoes. We planted all these about a month ago. They're all looking really nice. Down the middle of our beds, we have nasturtiums. On this side, we have our mostly paste tomatoes. We're going to can these. And then on this side, we have mostly slicing tomatoes. These plants have grown a lot in just the last couple of weeks with all the rain we've been getting here. We're in Oklahoma. On this side of the trellis, mostly slicing tomatoes. Now all in this bed right here, we started all these plants inside the house, probably the beginning of February. They're all looking really nice. And these beds back here are a new addition. Jared built these this year, and I have zinnias grown in them. Now this bare spot right here, I've replanted this like 3 times now. I don't know why nothing's growing in the middle there. But in this bed over here, everything is doing really well. I don't want to walk over there because it's a big muddy mess back here, all the rain. In this bed right here, we have zucchini squash, and they're all looking really nice. This plant right here is so much bigger because when I planted this plant, I planted 2 right here, and they didn't come up, so I had to replant them. In this bed right here, we have yellow squash. Those are looking really nice. These trellises right here, we have noodle beans on both sides. And on these trellises back here, I planted melons. And only 2 came up over here, and only 2 come up over here too. These are small watermelons, I believe. And these are Kajari melons. And back here in this bed, we have butternut squash. This is the first time we tried growing butternut squash, but they're looking good too. And then back here in this back bed, we got mammoth sunflowers. And everything's looking really good. You can see we got a bare spot right here. That's from our dog Tank. Killed like 3 of them. And then what we have grown in this bed this year is bush beans. So bush beans. And this is volunteer cucamelons. I think I didn't pull those up today. I think I'm gonna transplant them somewhere else in dill. Never can have enough dill. And then in these raised beds over here, in this one we have Anaheim peppers and poblano peppers. And then we have green beans growing up the trellises. And this little planter right here, we have zinnias. They're called Thumbelina zinnias, I believe. They're dwarf zinnias. They think they get like 6 inches. And in these 3 pots right here, we have zinnias. And then I believe in this bed over here is our super hots, our peppers. We got basil, zinnias. Now I'm not sure what kind of zinnias these are because I planted these zinnias the same time I planted these zinnias. So I don't know if that was a dwarf variety and I just didn't realize it, but I guess we'll find out. And this here is flowers. And on this trellis over here, we have cucumbers. And this trellis also is cucumbers. We got more peppers on this side. We got some bell peppers and jalapeno peppers in this bed. Over here, that's dill. Strawberries. Not sure if we have any strawberries ready, but these have produced a lot already this year. I'm not sure you can see that. Flowers. These are lilies, but for some reason they're not doing so hot this year. I think it was because of the freeze we had. And this was rosemary, but it died in the freeze. It didn't come back this year. But our thyme did live. It lived through the freeze. This little pot over here, we got cucamelons in these two. And I think what I'm going to do with these 2 pots right here, I'm going to move them over here to this trellis that's up against the fence here. And I'm going to let them grow up this trellis when they get a little bigger. In this pot right here, we got nasturtiums. This is what we got planted in between our tomatoes and our tomato bed. I love these. These are so pretty. This is a tomato. This is a tiny Tim tomato. We put him in this pot because he don't get very big. And over here, we got some ancho peppers, ancho, cayenne peppers. What is this one? Cayenne. And then we got more green beans growing up this trellis. And I had some Thumbelina zinnias growing in this little bed, but something ate them all. But yeah, that's a tour of our backyard garden. I think I'm going to try to do a weekly update for YouTube. Just kind of a video diary for myself to see how things progress throughout the summer. But yeah, I'm really pleased so far this year with the progress of everything. Everything's looking really good. This is also our first year to grow yellow neck squash. But hopefully, here in a couple months, we'll be harvesting. All right, guys. That's everything. Thanks for watching. See you next week.